Hello and welcome to the SAP Lumira expert team. In this video, we'll show you how to quickly and easily customize your storyboards once you've created some visualizations. So here we can see that I'm already in the compose mode within SAP Lumira, and I just have a blank board open at this time. So the first few things that I'm going to go over and show you today is how to change the background of your storyboards. So if we go to the right hand side of my screen here, we'll see that I have this tab open, and sometimes it'll be closed. And if it is, you need to press these couple arrows that are presented right here by the Story Options tab. And once you open that, you get all these actions that you can take. So of course, we can change the name of our story and the name of our board, but we want to do some more exciting stuff than that. So we can change the background color of our board quite easily by clicking on this background color tab, and then by clicking on the yes button, and then we need to select the color. We do that by clicking this little palette button there. That brings us to the screen, which has a whole range of colors from which we can select which one we like. So I'm going to go with a blue here, just to give you guys an example. Once you're happy with the color, you can press close. One thing to note as well is that you can put in specific color codes if you know them. So once you're done, you just press close. And there we go. So that's a really easy way to change the color of our background. And we can actually do something a little bit more exciting than that. We can actually put an image as our background. So if we click on this background image button, it'll give us a drop down just like the one we had for background color. And if we press on the yes button, which I already have, and then select this button here, and we can actually go into our whichever folder we have on our desktop or computer, and we can select an image. Once you've found one that you're happy with and that you want to insert as your background, you click on it and press open, and you'll see that it's immediately uploaded and puts it into your storyboard as your background there. Now sometimes the visualizations or the pictures that you have as your background will be so strong that you wouldn't be able to see your visualizations correctly. So we actually have the ability to tone down just how bright and how vibrant our background image is, and we can just do that by this opacity bar here. We can just kind of select the lower range, and when we do that, we notice that the background image kind of fades away a little bit, and that will just help us with our visualizations just to make sure that the background image isn't overpowering our actual visualization. So other than that, we have a couple extra options here in the bottom right under the board actions section, and we can do stuff like add new boards with different outlines. So for example, if I want to have a larger section in the bottom and then two smaller sections up at the top, we can select that, and there's also another few other board types that we can also select depending on what you're looking for. Then of course we have a reset board button as well. This is really handy for if you've created a board and you're not too happy with it. Instead of going back and changing small bits at a time, you can press this button and that will reset the board all entirely. So we can see now that we're back to the standard board setting. We also have the ability to clone a board. So let's say we like the background image that we used for one and we want to be able to use it for our next one. Simply clone that board and you can work from it from there as well. And lastly, of course, we can also delete a storyboard. So if we're not happy with something we've created, we just press this little X button which deletes the board for us. Press OK, and then we can see we're back to just having 3 storyboards open at this time. Last couple things that I'll show you here today. We can actually drop and drag images. So if we insert this little widget into my board and then I press on this little upload button, then again, I can select an image that I like, and I'll select this one here, for example. Press open, and we can see that that's now within my storyboard. One thing to note is that once the image is uploaded, you can't really move it around the board. It just kind of sits there. You just make sure that you're happy with your image. And we also have a text widget that we can insert, so just simple drag and drop. And from here, we can, again, type up whatever you want, right? So let's say you're including some facts, then you can do that here. Or if you just want to create a description for the document and the board that you've created, you can again do that through this as well. One thing to note though is that within our text widget, you can't drag and drop visualizations on top of it. If we do, it'll just kind of put it in there as an image. And if you go to expand, you'll see that it's just going to be very pixelated and it's not going to look proper. So the text widget will only allow you to insert text. There you go, guys. Hopefully this will help you customize your storyboards a little bit more and give it more lively backgrounds and just kind of personalize it a little bit more to yourselves. And again, if you have any questions, just let us know and we'll be sure to answer that.